the president of Barbados, or should I say the prime minister of Barbados, is hands down the best leader in the Caribbean. Now, why do I say that? Mia Amor Mottley is the best prime minister in the Caribbean, and I will explain to you right now why I'm saying that. Mia Amor Mottley is a bold speaker, a strong woman. She's fearless, and she gave a spectacular speech at the United Nations about 2 weeks ago, which shocked the Western world. Now, what do I mean by the Western world? That speech by Mia Mottley shocked America, it shocked the United Kingdom, it shocked Canada, and of course, it shocked Israel. I will play for you right now that speech. It's about 4 or 5 minutes long. I want you to listen that speech, and then I'll come back with my analysis. But Mia Mottley is the best leader in the Caribbean, and she is bold, and she's proving herself time and time again. She continues to inspire people all over the world, from Africa to the Caribbean. Watch this speech right now. I'm going to play it right now, just about 5 minutes long, and I want you to analyze for yourself, my friends.
Mr. President, above all else, we need a global reset on peace.
So, let me just play it.
Above all else, we need a global reset on peace. There needs to be global peace. And those of us who are old enough would have recognized that there are peaks and valleys as it relates to this issue of conflict. There are few areas where the world is more in need of the United Nations acting as the United Nations to secure the objectives of the Charter than in the area of peace and security. The silence that has engulfed Sudan is unacceptable and may well be rooted in the racism that the world still carries as a badge of honor from the victories of the last great war of the World War II. The actions in Myanmar cannot continue. Ukraine has sucked more oxygen out of the global community and the global financial system than any of us can appropriately accept at that very time when the world needs to be applying its resources and efforts to fight in the greatest crisis known to mankind. And the spread of the war from Gaza to the consequences in the West Bank to now clearly what is happening in Lebanon as we speak with Israel, all of these are but the tip of an iceberg of death, violence, and instability, and robs the global community of oxygen and resources at the very time when we need it most in a strategic way. We all know, as students of history, that even the longest war in history came to an end. These wars, yes, they too will come to an end. But the question is when and at what cost, and without much loss of life. With how many children not being able to be either given the chance to live or will now live with memories of war that will affect their every action for the next 60, 70, 80 years of their lives. Innocent people are paying the price with the one thing that is theirs to give. And they don't give it willingly. It is their life. Unless we address the root causes of these wars, one by one, and in manners in which they are being sustained and financed, we will never, never know anything else other than war and rumors of war in these theaters. The transmittal of these scenes of horror in real time into people's bedrooms, into people's living rooms, will trigger two extreme reactions, neither of which are acceptable
Oh, sorry about that. Let me
to
just...
us in the third decade of the 21st century. We will either get the desensitizing of ordinary people to the loss of lives, especially those of innocent children and women on the one hand, or we will get, on the other hand, the anger and inclination for vengeance that it spawns necessarily. We need peace. And it cannot be too difficult for us to work for peace.
I hear the applaud. They're applauding her. That's respect.
It is the same Bible that tells us in the stories of the Old Testament, much which has guided many people across this world. But when we turn from the Old Testament to the New Testament, it is Romans that says to us, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord, not any country, not any human being. So that the Bible can't be used as a convenient aid when it suits us and rejected when it doesn't.
Another applaud. Yeah.
In the midst of this maelstrom, we were very clear. My country took the step this year of recognizing and establishing diplomatic relations with the state of Palestine, in spite of having supported a two-state solution since 1969.
Wow, it's a bold statement. Many countries are afraid to say that. How many Caribbean countries can say that?
And we did this because it is clear to us that the state and people of Palestine, human beings, are entitled to full recognition by integration into and support from the international community. The Charter does not say we the people, with the exception of any one group from any one part of the world.
Yeah.
We join with others, therefore, in congratulating the state of Palestine in taking their seat among the United Nations member states as they did on the 10th of September of this year.
Bold statement.
And let me be clear, we condemn the actions of Hamas on October 7th. But we equally and strongly deplore the humanitarian catastrophe in Gaza, which is the result of the disproportionate use of force by Israel. There's no justification for
That's
it.
clear. That's clear to see. And we know Israel is being backed by the US.
And that is why treaties exist governing the rules of engagement for war. Because we as human beings learned better and know better and committed to better. A two-state solution,
Only
no
solution.
matter how elusive it may appear to be now, is the only answer.
I agree.
And I've said already this week that we have known difficult battles in mankind's history. But when we were in it, we didn't think we could achieve it, but we did. We abolished slavery.
Yeah.
We removed apartheid in South Africa.
Pick up. Yeah.
These battles are not beyond our creativity, our capacity, and our resilience to resolve them. Similarly, we insist that the killing in Ukraine really has to stop. The people of Ukraine must be allowed to live within the internationally recognized boundaries of their state in peace and freedom from the threat of use or force. And as I said, it is sucking too much oxygen out of the global financial system.
Too much
and
money.
Countries that should be the beneficiary of aid are being
Like the
told
Caribbean.
that they may have to wait in the interest of the defense of others because of war.
So we are being told
I
we
say
have
to us truly, there has to be a
hypocrisy.
singular commitment to build a peace. Truly. Mr. President, above all else, we need a global reset on peace. There needs to be global peace.
There you had it, my friends. There you had it, my friends. Mia Amor Mottley, one of the bravest leaders in the whole world. And she is respected by a lot of people in Africa, a lot of media channels in Africa. They are playing Mia Mottley speech, the Prime Minister of Barbados. And because of that, Barbados is getting tremendous recognition, my friends. And we appreciate the bravery of Mia Mottley. And she's not only speaking, she's backing up her talk with actions, because Mia Mottley is one of the only Caribbean leaders who invited African leaders to the Caribbean. I will show you a picture now of when Mia Mottley, this is when Mia Mottley invited the president of Rwanda a few months ago to Barbados, and he had a state visit to Barbados. That's the picture. And they had a wonderful time in Barbados. He was able to see the Caribbean culture and everything, and I was very impressed. Also, this is a picture of Mia Amor Mottley with the former president of Kenya. This is when the president of Kenya visited Barbados on a state visit, and they had a long conference. I remember clearly, and they pledged to work together. And Mia Mottley also visited Ghana. This is when she visited Ghana at their independence celebration in Accra, Ghana. How many Caribbean leaders do that? That is why I say Mia Mottley backs her talk with actions, because the mission of this channel is to bridge the gap between Africa and the Caribbean, and that is why I'm impressed with Mia Mottley, because she is very few Caribbean leaders I can see trying to bridge the gap between Africa and the Caribbean. But I see this very clearly with Mia Mottley. She also invited, met with a famous YouTuber called Wadamaya from Ghana. He visited Barbados, and she met with him, and they discussed air travel and all of that. And I was very impressed with that. She is articulate, she's smart, she's visionary, she can see what's happening, she knows what's happening in the world, and that is commendable, my friends. Not many Caribbean leaders can do that. And that is why I want you to subscribe to my channel right now. The mission of this channel is to bridge the gap between Africa and the Caribbean. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share this video. Also comment on this video. Let me know your thoughts, what you think about this video, and give me your opinion on what you think about Mia Mottley as the greatest prime minister in the whole of the Caribbean. I think she should be president of the whole Caribbean. I actually think Prime Minister Mia Mottley should be the president of the whole Caribbean, my friend. I will support that. And we really need to get behind leaders that is speaking out, leaders that continue to stand up against the West. She continued to defend the Caribbean and Africa. If you listen her speeches, she will not only talk about the Caribbean, she will talk about the Caribbean and Africa, and how we need to unite, and how the Western powers have an unfair system against us. We know the system is there. We know it is unfair, and this is a time to act, my friends. This is a time to act. Let us bridge the gap together and make our people stronger. And I would like to thank you for all your support with this channel. I'm over 12,000 subscribers now. Over 12,000 subscribers, and we're growing stronger by the day. And the mission will continue. We need to gather strength on this channel so that we can do better things, because I have a lot of things that I'm going to do, you know, because I'm serious about bridging the gap between Africa and the Caribbean islands, my friends. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure to like this video, share it with all of your friends and family, and of course I'll see you again in the next video. Much love. My name is Bjorn, and I'll see you again in the next video. Thank you for watching, and much love. Bye bye.